We are going to build this real-time dashboard with Node.js and WebSockets. So we'll use sockets.io library. So here we are generating this network logs. Right now it is random data, but it can be server data. So this will be full Node.js application and the dashboard. So here I have 3 clients right now. So let me refresh this, and this becomes live and we get the data. It is updated every 2 seconds. So let me again refresh this, and as you can see here the client is connected, right? And if I close our server, so live activity gets updated as connection lost. We are going to build a real-time dashboard with Node.js and Socket.io. So create a new folder, project folder, real-time dashboard, and I will open this in the terminal as well. Okay, then initialize it with npm. Okay, and we need to install a couple of packages: npm install express and socket.io. Okay, then till then we will create some files, server js. Okay, and we'll also have a folder public, and inside this index.html. Okay, and let's say app.js. Okay, so let's write our server.js code. So here we need to import express equal to require express const http equal to require http, and const server equal to require socket.io. Okay, we'll create app instance const app equal to express, and then const server equal to http dot create server, and app const io equal to new server. I'll pass the server here, and const port 3000, app.use express.static public. So it will load the data from there, all the files from there. Then we'll define let dashboard data. So for now this is static. This can come from Reddit or DB or from some live server. Okay, so it will be users 1248 request zero CPU 42. This is just dummy data. It can be anything. Memory 68. This is showing users. Okay, errors 2. Okay, the next thing is there will be REST API as well. App.get. So on load we can make a request to this and it will get stats. So API/stats, and it will return the data. This callback function request response, and here we'll define res.json dashboard data. Okay, and now we'll define the socket.io io dot on connection. So when the clients get connected, on connection socket, we'll just log it in the console.log client connected, and also print the socket id dot id. Okay, and next thing is we'll send the current data immediately. So socket dot emit dashboard dot update and dashboard data will set. So this is static data for now. So what we'll do in real production systems, it can be any data from the server or from DB live updates, or let's say you are building a stock application, the trading types, right? So you will send like ticker price or the order placed per second, so something like that. Okay. So socket dot on disconnect. So here I will just log in the console client disconnect. Okay, and here comma socket id. Okay, this is done. Now next thing is we will simulate real-time server metrics. Okay, so here set interval and this will update on every 2 seconds, so 2000 millisecond. Basically dashboard data equal to users math dot max 1000 slash dashboard data dot users plus random number minus 10 20. So we'll get the random number for user. Okay, and another thing is request. So here we'll again make use of dashboard data dot request. We'll get the previous request plus random number, and here we'll pass the data between 50 to 200. By the way, let me define this random number, otherwise it will be confusing. So we are generally generating the random number from that. Okay, so it has like minimum and max, so it will generate between that, comma. So return math dot floor math dot random into max minus min plus 1 plus min. Okay, now this will give us the random number between the min and max, and we'll also select server dot listen on the port which we defined at the top, which is 3000 by the way. server is running. I will log in the console.log. Server is running. Okay, let's save this. Yeah, we need to complete this, right? We only defined the request. We have some more objects as well. CPU memory errors. So CPU random number generator. So anything between 20 to 90. Then memory random number 40 to 85. And then errors random number 0 to 8. Okay, so by looking at code, what I'm doing is basically we are creating this network lock application where we'll send the network locks every. So this is the dummy generation code, right? Like this is temporary right now, but it can be server. So we are changing it. We are changing the dashboard data every 2 seconds with random numbers. So it will work as a we are working with real-time systems, something like that. So this is mock data, let's say. Okay, and we are sending that to with the help of socket. Okay, now let's define our public file, this one index.html, because this is going to do the most of work. So extension, this will generate that. And here okay, let's add some styles as well, so it will look nice. Relation style sheet href style.css. We will create that file and write the styles inside that. We'll also need script src slash socket dot io slash socket dot io dot js. Okay, script. Okay, here it is closed. So let's create this simple dashboards. After the body, create a division with the class container. Then we'll need header, inside header one division, and h1 for server dashboard. And also some subheading saying real-time system monitoring. Okay, then another thing is we'll need one division with class status, and we'll define span with id status dot, and with another span with id status text. I will by default write connecting. Okay, so once we are done with header, we will write our main code here. So main with class dashboard with division class card, and span with class label. Yeah, we will write here active users, and we will have another strong tag, strong. This will have id request. We'll show the request number here, request. Okay, oh wait, this is actually users. So first let me type users here. uh, let's create dash, yeah, active users, save it. Then there will be another card for another stats. So users are done. Next request, so label here request. So here we will show the request number, id will be request. Okay, then next is CPU users. So save this. Let me copy this again. For CPU, for memory and errors. Okay, so let's type this. CPU usage. Okay, and here I will type CPU. Okay, now next is memory, and here I will type memory. And next errors, and here I will write errors. Then once this is done, we need one more section for the activity. So section, right, we will give the class activity. Okay, and we'll have the division with class section header h2 will give live activity, and span with id last updated, waiting. Okay, then below this division we'll also need another division with id activity log. Okay, this is done. We'll add our script here, script src dot slash app.js. So let's save this and let's write our app.js now. Okay, so here what we'll do is first const socket equal to io, and const users equal to document dot get element by id, get the users. So let me just copy this. We'll need this for request, CPU, memory, errors, then status text, status dot last updated activity log. So let's rename them. Request, then next is CPU, next is memory, and next is errors, next status text. Let me select that as well. Next status text. Okay, and next status dot. Okay, so here last updated, and here activity log. Okay, all of the variables are defined. Now we'll write the socket code. Socket dot on connect. So we'll change the status text dot text content equal to live. Okay, then status dot class list dot add connector. Spelling mistake. Okay, Then I will also add activity. Connected to real-time server. Okay, let's save this. We'll need to define this add activity function, right? So define this function add activity. This will take a message as input and const item equal to document dot create element div item dot class name activity item then item dot inner HTML equal to span with class activity dot and next will be message. Okay, then activity log dot prepend item and here will show only latest 10 events. So if activity log dot children dot length is greater than 10, activity log dot last element child dot remove. Okay, once this is done, we'll write our remaining code. So we were here status dot connect is on status dot disconnect. So socket dot on disconnect. So I will just copy this code. So it is mostly the same. Socket dot disconnect. So on disconnect, what we'll do, we'll change the status text to disconnect. Your C is missing. Okay. Then the dot will basically will remove the connected from the class list. Okay. And add activity will change this activity log to something else. Connection lost. So let's save this. Now we'll send the real-time dashboard updates. So socket dot on dashboard update callback function will receive the data. We'll call update dashboard. We'll pass the data here. Now we'll define this update dashboard function here. Okay, let's write this. So we'll set the users data users dot text content to the data received data dot users dot to local string then request dot text content equal to data dot request dot to local string, then CPU dot text content equal to data dot CPU percentage dollar. So this will be dynamic. So let me copy this, paste, and wait, this is CPU, not crypto. CPU, and here memory, and next is errors. Okay, data dot CPU, data dot memory, and data dot errors. This doesn't need to be percentage, so it can be outside as well. Let's remove this. Okay, so let's save this. So add activity is done, update dashboard is done. So we'll write some basic styles. Okay, so what was the file that we created for styles? Style.css. Okay, okay, so I will just write body, I don't know, font family, so it will look nice, Arial, and okay, let's skip this for now. Then dot container max width 1100 pixel, margin 0 auto, so it will be in the center, padding, I don't know, 40/20, then so we'll write header display flex, justify content space between, and align items center, margin bottom 30 pixels. Okay, let's just run this for now. I will write the other styles, but I want to see how it executes. Okay, so we'll start the server with node server.js. Okay, so server is running and our server is on localhost 3000, if you remember. Server.js. Okay, so port 3000. So let's visit localhost 3000. Okay, so this is our server dashboard and real-time system monitoring, active users dash, request dash, waiting connected to real-time server. In server.js we forgot to add update, so we'll send updated dashboard data to websockets. Okay, so here you need to add io.emit and dashboard :update, and we'll send the dashboard data. Okay, so once we do this, and let's restart our server, node server.js, server is running. Let's go to web and let's refresh this. As you can see, connected to real-time server, and every 2 seconds we are receiving data, right? Since I have added in the app.js, I have added on update console log data, that's why we are seeing that, and update dashboard function is also running, which will basically update the HTML text content using the data we receive from the server. Okay, so every 2 seconds we see the new data, 1312, so it is gone now, so 1337, this one. Okay, Let's say if I open this as in the new client, so here also we will see that, and in our terminal we will see client connected, another client. Okay, so let's say if I open this again in new, so third client will connect, client connected. These are the three clients which are connected. Okay, so this is fine maybe. So let's write some proper CSS so it will look nice. If so this was the main tutorial, so you can drop from here as well, or if you want to continue writing some CSS, that is fine as well. So let's write some CSS. So we are done till header, so we will just write h1 margin 0, font size 32 pixel, and header p of color hashtag 6b7280. So let's save this. Okay, then status, display flex, align items center, gap 8 pixel, font weight 600. So let's save this, refresh. Okay, so it is little bit better, but yeah. Status is done. We at status dot width 10 pixel, height 10 pixel, border radius 50%, background. So this is the color hash e up 4 times 4. Okay, and when the status dot is connected, we'll change the background to hashtag 22c55e. Okay, so let's save this, refresh. So initially how it says red, but then it instantly got connected, that's why it changes to live. Okay, next thing is the dashboard itself. Will make it look like grid. Dashboard, display, okay, and create template columns. Will repeat 1fr. So let's refresh this. Okay, it's visible in the grid now, those 4 action items. We'll also put gap in them, gap 16 pixels. Save this, refresh. Then next, each card will style them, card background white, and border radius 12 pixel, padding 24 pixel, box shadow 0 pixel, 4 pixel, 15 pixels, and RGBA color of 0, 0, 0, 0.05. Okay, so let's save this much and reload. So you can see this, we get nice shadow effect. Okay, I think we will give some color at the top. Okay, so first thing, before that we will make box sizing to border box, and for body we'll give I don't know, background color of f 5f 7 fb, and color will be hashtag 111 to 827. Okay, so let's save this. Okay, let's continue from our card. So here label, it can be display block, and color hashtag 6b7280, and font size of 14 pixel, and margin bottom 12 pixel. Okay, the next is card strong, font size 28 pixel, and activity class background white, margin top 30 pixel, and border radius 12 pixel, and padding 24 pixel. So once this is done, let's see how much it is improved. Let's refresh, so you can clearly see it is now somewhat professional, right? Every 2 seconds our data is coming in with WebSocket server. Okay, this looks really clean compared to the earlier versions we had. This one. Okay, nice. So next styles we are going to write for section header. This will be display flex, justify content space between, align items center, and margin bottom 20 pixel, and section header h2 heading margin 0. Okay, and hashtag last updated will have color of hashtag 6b7280, and font size will be 14 pixel. Okay, let's have this much, refresh. So this is also proper now. Last activity here. Then next we will write for activity item. Activity item, this will be display flex, align items center gap 10 pixels, padding 12 pixels, 0 vertical, 12 pixel horizontal, and 0 vertical. Then border bottom 1 pixel solid, hashtag EE, and font size 14 pixel. So let's save this much, refresh. So this is the last connected activity. Then these are the uh, styles that we had. Okay, so earlier we had this much, now it looks much better. Okay, so when I click kill the server, we are getting new live activity, connection lost, right? And our last data.